This is a video by Richpin. Today we are installing a headlight chime system. You know the chime that when you leave your headlights on in your car, the chime goes off to tell you your headlights are on. Well, some cars do not have those. So we're working on a car today that doesn't have the chime system. So what we need are these items right here. We need some wire. We got some 18 gauge wire, 2 taps, and the most important part is the chime right here. It's a 12-volt chime from Radio Shack, and if you would like to know the number, it is 2730071. And this is what it looks like. It's got 3 wires. It's got a red, a blue, and a black. And what we'll do is we'll twist the blue and the black together, and that will be our ground, and of course the red wire will be the live. So let's get started. Now the first thing we're going to do is get inside the vehicle. We're in the back seat with the back cushions removed. This is a Toyota, and we want to take off this panel right here, which will gain access to the door switch and the wires that run back to the tail lights. So we're going to grab a hold of the plastic here. There's little clips that clip on like that, and now we can remove that panel. Here is the ground wire we're going to be using from the door switch. That will be the black wire to our chime. Now down here are the wires that run to the tail light. So we're going to open up this covering very carefully to get at the wires right now. Now to expose the wires, they have this coating right here, and we just peel it back like such. There. Now we can get at the wires. Next thing we need to do is to check the wiring diagram and see which wire goes back to the tail lights. Now on this Toyota, it is this solid green wire right here. Now the next thing we're going to do is to take about 20 inches of that wire you saw, label it for the positive, and then we're going to slip one end of our wire into the splice right there. Now we'll slide the splice onto this wire like so. There. That is all spliced in for the positive wire. Now to make sure you get the right wire, what you can do is take a test light and put it to the wire and then turn on the headlight switch. And if it comes on, well then you got the right wire. The next thing we need to do is wire in the ground wire. This is the wire that goes to the door switch, and that is the one we're going to be using for the ground wire. So we will take our splice and put that on there like that, and put our wire in. There will be enough of room right here once this panel is on, so it won't be giving us any problem. There we go. Now with the door open, the next thing we can do is check that wire and make sure that it's grounded properly. So we'll take our multimeter and we will clip it to a ground. and grab the wire, and if it's grounded properly, you will hear a little buzzing noise. Yep. So it's... Go ahead, you can press on it. Yep. So that's working properly. Okay, great. Alright, I've got the chime all mounted to this panel. What I did is I used some small number 4 by 1/2 screws that worked out quite well with the Phillips head on it, and I've drilled a 7/32 hole here for the wires to go through. Right there like that. See, the wires will go right through there, and we'll pull those wires right through. So we're ready to put the panel back partially in and solder our wires in. Now I've got the panel partially in, and I just soldered the wire we put in here to the wires from the chime. And as you can see right here, we got the black and blue together, and that goes to the switch right here, right to the switch, black and blue, and the red wire right here goes down to the wire we spliced in for the tail light. So we're going to get our shrink tubing on there and put the panel back on. And here's what the chime looks like with the panel back in place, and we're just about ready to try it out. Alright, now it's time to test the system. We're going to turn our headlights on. They're on, and this will simulate leaving the lights on, and then when we exit the car, we listen to that chime, and then of course when we shut our lights off, the chime turns off. So that works out quite well. So that's all there is to installing a headlight reminding chime in your automobile.